welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom, and we want to be taking to the front lines with ICP, internet computer, and of course, yes, we have had some crazy price action in the last 2 days in the market. It really hasn't been pretty, but I can tell you that if you are feeling beaten down with the price action that has been happening here on ICP and the rest of the market, I mean, welcome to crypto. This is the norm of the day, right? Volatility is our best friend. Sometimes, obviously, it takes us by surprise and the price goes to the downside, but then again, when the price is moving to the upside, we get to cash out much more, right? And even in situations where the price dips like this is actually an opportunity for somebody to be buying at a lower price than they would have normally bought, right, if the thing was flying to the upside right there. So we will talk about ICP. Yes, we were anticipating a breakout in the market. That hasn't happened just yet. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna come, right? But you know what, without me further running my mouth too much, let's get back into the price at here. And you can see that on a daily time frame, we still have got an amazing pattern. I don't know just how many times I am gonna say that, you know what, this is a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and these things, they turn out to be fantastic, right? Yes, the ICP price that has risen already like this, but this was just within that Wyckoff accumulation pattern. Also, after the Wyckoff accumulation is done, there is massive price action that follows that, right? So if you are wondering what we are talking about, this is exactly how the Wyckoff accumulation plays out. Still to this day, the best bottoming structure that you can ever find across markets. So we are going to copy this one right here, and then we're going to go ahead and try to paste it here on ICP to show exactly where we are right at this moment. So let's just go ahead and expand this nice and easy, and you can see that if we try to fit it right here, you can see exactly where ICP is sitting right now, just working out that sign of strength. And usually what happens is that there is a huge blow towards the upside right there as soon as that sign of strength is done right there. So that is still exactly what we are waiting for here on ICP. Yes, it may be looking a little bit shaky and all that great stuff, but you know what, look, we have got an upward sloping support right there. We also have got this flat resistance right here. It looks like we had a fake out right there at the top, and then it's going to the downside, but I think the market is just trying to check out as many people as it can. And let me also just tell you, right, by the way, if this thing breaks to the downside, it's not going to be a huge deal in any way because of the background that we have with the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, right? In fact, if you happen to have like more cash on the sidelines, should we go down to the technical price target of this thing, if it turns out to be bearish, you are looking at least at something like a 22% crash. I mean, I'm talking to a real believer of ICP right now. If like somebody offers you to buy 22% cheaper here ICP, I think I'm going to take that opportunity, right? So yes, I don't think this price action should really be scary and all that, but obviously, like just saying that ICP will be dropping down to something like $9 is scary for a lot of people. But then again, I think it's still an opportunity to buy back in right here. I'm not saying that this is exactly what is going to happen. Yes, there may be like bearish signs which are happening right there, but usually in situations like this, even if you have like a technical setup like this one, in a bull market, they really don't necessarily have the odds to go ahead and reach the technical price right to the bearish side right there. In fact, the odds are actually in your favor to go to the upside. So the price that we were looking for, this was actually something like $24 here on ICP to the upside. This is where I'm leaning, just because we have got the background of the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and then we are also looking at the general situation in the market that we are in a bullish stance. So the most likely thing to do is to break to the upside after completing that Wyckoff accumulation pattern. So yes, I'm looking at something like $24 here for ICP to happen in short order. I know people are a little bit tired of ICP right at this point, you know, it's this and that, but when these things are finally going to happen, I think everybody's going to be happy. I mean, take a look at what we have done with Jasmine, take a look at what we have done with Arweave, and a number of those altcoins that we were covering, VChain, HBAR. They were taking their time, but eventually when the good stuff starts happening here, it will be those people who were paying attention in the worst of times to get like the best of the gains right there. So yes, we are looking at the $24 right there, not only from this setup right here, but we're also just taking a look at it from the Fibonacci retracement tools right there, right? Take a look at this value prior to the capitulation, and then using that as a reference point, you can see that the first Fibonacci retracement level here hasn't even been touched, right? It's sitting at something like $22. That's around where $24 is, so we can consider that as confluence. And I think, yes, this is almost a given, in my humble opinion, whether we are going to crash first to something like $9 and go go back, that will actually be an even bigger gain in terms of percentages, because from $9 all the way there, I mean, that's more than 100%, right? So yes, it's normally difficult for people to be stomaching a 20 to 25% drop in price action. But if you also take a look at it from a different perspective, you actually probably see that, yeah, if you have got the cash, right, sitting on the sidelines, you actually have got an advantage, right, to get back into the market, because as I'm telling you, this is looking very, very bullish. And also just taking a look at ICP from a project standpoint, this is fantastic tech and all of that. We only have about 500 million tokens in circulating supply. We are at $13 right now. I can tell you that the minimum that this thing can do is actually $100. So yes, we are talking about short-term price action right now, but I mean, in the generality of things, this actually is a massive project. In my humble opinion, it's gonna do fantastic. The tokenomics are not bad at all. We are really looking good. And also just taking a look at the market cap of ICP here, we can also see the same fantastic Wyckoff accumulation pattern that we have been seeing on the price side as well. That is actually meaning that there is not much dilution that is happening into the circulating supply. And again, as I always say, the minimum that the price can do right here is to get back to the first Fibonacci retracement level. From where we are sitting right here, from the market cap even, we are looking at least at something like right now it's now showing 180%. The last time I made a video, because we hadn't dropped lower, it was showing something like 150%. That puts the price of ICP at around something like $38 here in the immediate short term. So we have $24 and $38 to look forward to in the immediate short term. But as I was just saying, like, this is not a $13 project right here. This token is probably worth more than $100 and more in the coming few months, right? So I think patience is also going to be very, very important here for ICP. Yes, we are having setbacks every now and then, but that is not the end of the world for the ICP internet computer price set, right? So obviously, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? But if you like the content, please don't forget to delicately tap the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and then I'll have to see you on the very next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye.